People in power want to stay in power. Orders were actually issued in 1952. Shoot them down if they don't land when instructed to do so.
Did CERN destroy Mars? Completely possible. See, I've been watching these videos about the Mandela effect and CERN and time travel, and a lot of the things I see are very trivial. These Mandela effects they talk about, all small time. Some of them make sense and some of them don't. Berenstain Bears is easy. They changed their last name, people. So all the new prints of the books and everything have the new last name. Okay, that's easy. Queen, We Are the Champions? Well, the album version doesn't have Of the World for the very last time. I clearly remember that, and yet you see people going nuts on the internet and on YouTube going, look, look, and they'll play a live version of the song. Well, I'm a singer myself, people, and we sometimes change the way we do the song a little bit here and there just to make it more interesting or keep it interesting for ourselves. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, there's two that's gone. Oscar Mayer Wieners, okay, that's gay. Not even going to touch that. Don't think it happened. Isaiah 11:6, of course, that seems pretty cool. That one I'm into. The Jaws I'm into. But back to CERN. Now, CERN is in Geneva, Switzerland. It is an underground facility. Apparently they've built another one of these things on a different part of the planet. I can't remember exactly right now. I know I should have this info here, but I don't. This is right now, it's the middle of the night, and I just feel like recording and rambling, so that's what I'm doing. Now, we see these kind of things on shows, right? Like the CW's Flash, and all these people get cool powers, and how great is that, right? Well, the second season gets into alternate Earths and how they accidentally rip a hole to different parallel dimensions. Well, that's quite possible, too. There's this guy that was named John Dee. He was an advisor to the Queen. Whether it was Elizabeth I or Victoria, I'm unsure of at this point in time. Apparently the elite have always known, if the flat earth theory is true, we're getting into flat earth now as well, there is a dome, the firmament, whatever you want to call it, that is keeping people of our, at least our biological type, from getting through it. Now, we're told it's radiation fields, and that's why we can't go out there. Well, that would be an effective deterrent, correct? We wouldn't even try if we thought we were going to die instantly. So, John Dee, along with the help of somebody else, was tasked with figuring out a way to get back into space. To get back out there, reclaim their rightful place. And he claimed to be in contact with some extra-dimensional beings who said they were from the fifth dimension, and they would help in return for blood. Which would also kind of make sense and lend a little bit of credence to the legends of vampires, right? It's not impossible there's some life form out there that draws its energy from ours, especially from children and from despair and pain. Not impossible at all. And why I bring him up is I think they finally, that's what the Collider's all about. CERN, they finally got it all together. Like, look at all of these stupid rituals you see happening, halftime shows and award shows, and even at the opening of the newest Collider, they had a guy dressed up like the goat devil Bohemet. Or Bahomet. It's like a devil god type thing. And that, like, people were just like, what the hell was that? People, come on. These rituals are done for a reason. Now, maybe this fifth dimensional race was actually just screwing with us and said, yeah, we want blood. Let's see if they do it. And holy crap, they are. Or maybe they do really feed off us. It's neither here nor there. Now, I'd like to stretch it out more to how did Mars come into it? There's a very good chance that we started out on Mars and the elite that was on that planet destroyed that planet and came here. How did they destroy that planet? You may not have heard this, you may not know this, but apparently on half of the planet, half the surface of Mars is sheared 2 or 3 miles deep, a massive chunk. So it looks more like a mushroom. Picture more like a mushroom. And that's what Mars looks like. Now, if they had one of these colliders, or two, or just the one massive one, it makes sense to me that something went wrong, exploded, and took out that part of the planet. And that could also be a Mandela effect. That could be something that happened with our CERN. They did something here that somehow sent a ripple out through our solar system and destroyed Mars. And we don't remember it. Stranger things have happened. Now, these are just theories of mine, okay? Because pretty much the Mandela effect and anything that has to do with it is theory. There's no way we can prove it. It's time travel, and we can't prove that conclusively either. The people who have the information for these things are the rich guys, and they don't feel like sharing. If they do have all these secrets, and there is an outer space, and there is a shield even, by now, the secret space program has gotten there. We haven't gone to the moon, we haven't gone to Mars, at least not in any kind of technology that we are currently aware of. Ask yourself why there's never been a movie done, aside from a mini-series of From the Earth to the Moon. Why has there never been a movie done about moon landings? A factual retelling. Because in this day and age, we would expect to see real footage of the Earth from the moon that they cannot provide. Some of the technology we see now in TV shows and movies is stuff they had back then, or developed back then. And that's how they were able to make such convincing videos of their moon landings. And even really then, they're not very convincing. If you don't believe me, do the searching. I don't want to hear from trolls. My email, I'm going to take comments off because I'm just so sick of the garbage from trolls. But if you're that determined to talk to me, you can email me at stevenanger01@gmail.com. Steven with a V. Anger as in the emotion. All one word at gmail.com. If you've got some cool Mandela effects you want to share with me and the show, email them to me. That would be fantastic, or email me the links. If you have stuff debunking it, that's cool too, because this shit's really tripping me out. And I may try to go into debunking this stuff too. Flat Earth I can't debunk. Can't be done. But Mandela we may be able to debunk at least some of the crap. I don't want to hear about Fruit Loops cereal anymore, or the Berenstain Bears. That's simply a matter of the people who wrote the books for the Berenstain Bears changed their name from Stein to Stain. It's easy. Ta-da, problem solved. Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood from Mr. Rogers now being Beautiful Day in This Neighborhood, that's a mindfuck. The Star Wars one solved. I saw a clip, a guy put a clip from the movie on it, and he says, "No, Luke, I'm your father." Always has said that. They're trying to say he says, "No, I'm your father," and they took Luke out. But no, they didn't. He clearly says, "No, Luke, I am your father." Luke's line is, "He told me you killed my father." Darth Vader, then, "No, Luke, I am your father." There's nothing wrong with that. That's right. That's proper. about 2 minutes past what I wanted to go on here. Alright, everybody. Like I said, stevenanger@gmail.com, and send me some links debunking or proving this stuff. I want to see some big stuff, though, and I want to hear theories. Alright? Take care, everybody. Have a good night.
Conspiracy Factor Theory.